2:34 in the morning. But it was definitely a night. Not your best performance. All right, I'm just putting myself on the internet like this. Look at you go, bye baby. That's kind of wild. It was like crazy.
I was gonna ask you, how was it the first night sleeping without him being in the bassinet?
Hey guys, and welcome back to the vlog. This is going to be kind of like, I don't know, sort of a part 2 to my last vlog, which was all about our sleep training adventures, our sleep training journey. I actually took some clips last night, like in the dead of last night. Like we're talking like 1 a.m. kind of situation, and then some clips this morning. So I figured I would just like start the vlog, you know, in the daylight hours because it was a whole entire situation last night. But it was definitely a night, and I documented a good chunk of it, so I figured I would just like start the video, you know, slightly more with it and together, and then insert the footage from last night and this morning, just so y'all kind of have an update. If you haven't seen the last vlog, I will link it for y'all. Definitely go check that out, because I kind of talked about like what method we're using, what methods we were deciding between, why we chose the one that we chose, and like kind of how we started yesterday. So this is kind of part 2. You're sort of picking up halfway through if y'all haven't seen that one, so definitely check that out if you're curious. I'm over here with my decaf coffee, which is doing a lot for me. Ken actually ran out to get bagels. Rainbow bagels are my whole entire life, so he went and got fresh bagels, and he came home with beer. And I'm like, yeah, I think picking up beer at 8 a.m. on a Saturday, that's probably a good sign that you're a new parent in the throes of sleep training. If that's not a sign of that, I don't know what is. So anyway, let me insert the footage from earlier this morning, and then over the night, which was technically this morning as well, and then I'll probably pick up this vlog throughout the day today, and we'll see how it goes. Hey guys, okay, it is 2:34 in the morning. Cole is pretty awake right now. I know I look wonderful. I did curl my hair last night after he went to bed, so my hair looks okay. My face, not so much. I've honestly been up with him since like 1:42. And it's 2:34, so I've been up for a little bit. I've went into his room 3 times so far, but he's not crying right now. So I'm hoping this will, like that last time I went in there will be the last time that I had to go in there. Did he just fall asleep? I think he might just fall asleep. Or his eyes open. I can never tell if he's just like staring at the door or if he's sleeping. Ken was up with him actually twice so far. So I put him to bed. Ken got up with him at 12:07 and then 12:39. But the 12:07 one, he didn't even have to go in there. And then the second wake up after that, he only had to go in once. So far I'm the only one that's had to go in multiple times in like one wake up session, but that's okay. I also have to feed him in about an hour for his like second night feed. We're slowly weaning, which, speaking of which, I actually just had to pump a little bit because we kind of missed a feeding yesterday, because just with how long it took him to go down for a nap and then how long he napped, we missed like an entire feeding. He went like 5 hours without eating, which never usually happens. So I was just feeling like I need to pump, so I just did that, and I'm hoping he's asleep now, because then I can get a little sleep before I have to get up again and feed him. I've just been using the stopwatch on here to like time the intervals, and then just watching him pretty much. Oh yeah, he's awake, but he's not crying, so that's good. Okay, I've been awake with him for 2 hours now. I've gone in there, I think 5 times. And now he's just chilling, playing with his hands. He hasn't cried, honestly, in, I don't know, probably like 5 minutes. He's having a blast. Me, not so much. Update. I've now been awake for over 2 hours. I really would like to feed him because my boobs hurt, even though I pumped. But I'm not allowed to feed him until he's been asleep for like at least, I think, 10 minutes. Homeboy is not falling asleep. But the cool thing is, it's like thunder and lightning storming. Thunderstorming with lightning. So it's kind of cozy. Like, I mean, I'm not really comfortable where I'm sitting, but it's kind of cozy in here, hearing the rain and like listening to the storm. So it's not all bad. I don't know how he hasn't fallen asleep in 2 hours. I don't know how he has the stamina to still be awake laying there for 2 hours. I know he just wants to eat, but how is he not passed out? And I kind of don't want to go back in. It's been a while since I went in there. It's been almost 40 minutes since I went in there because he's like barely crying. He's just kind of whimpering like this. And he'll whimper like that for like maybe 30 seconds and then stop for like 5 minutes. And then he'll whimper like that. That's my alarm to go feed him. I don't want to go in there because it just wakes him up and kind of gets him going. So I want to wait till he's like actually upset before I go in. But I actually ideally just like for him to go to sleep. Good morning. This big stinky baby is awake. How did last night go, would you say? Not your best performance? No, not really. I just added up the total amount of crying time. I think it was like 108 minutes. And the average, I think she put is like 40 to 150. So we're kind of like, yeah, oh bless. We're kind of in the middle of the road. Bless you. We're the average of the average. But he was up for so much time that he only slept like 7.5 hours total last night. And obviously baby should be getting like 10 to 12 hours of like night sleep. So he's tired. He was just nursing. He's only been up for like maybe a little over an hour, and he was just nursing and he was falling asleep. And I was like, no, you're not allowed to sleep here. You have to sleep in your crib if you're gonna sleep. So I think we have a sleepy baby. Do we have a sleepy baby? We definitely have a sleepy mommy. I'm a sleepy mommy. I'm glad I curled my hair last night though, because at least I woke up with my hair looking okay. But we are doing sweatpants and sweatshirt. It was so stormy and rainy, and it's gonna keep, I think, pretty much being similar today. So we're gonna have a cozy, lazy day, and we're gonna hopefully catch up on some sleep. Yeah? Yeah, baby. Hi, girl. Oh, you want to go get dressed? Okay. And I forgot to mention, he woke up at 6:30, which is technically, like, he's allowed to wake up during that time, according to his bedtime and this plan and everything. That was good. I mean, he didn't wake up, like, too early. Ideally, I'd love for him to sleep, like, from 7 to 7. I think that would be our, like, perfect, like, little 12-hour window. But 11 to 12 hours is obviously what's, like, normal and acceptable. So 6:30 is allowed. And Dad got up with him at 6:30, A, because it's Saturday, and B, because I was up for forever. And it was so annoying because I was up with him. I guess I haven't updated on this. I was up with him for, like, whatever, 2.5, almost 3 hours last night. And no, it was, like, 2.5. And then I finally, like, fed him, and then I told Ken, I was like, listen, you need to just, you know, sit with the monitor until he's actually asleep, because I need to go to sleep. And I had a feeling like he was getting close to sleep because he'd been up for so long, and I'm like, he can't physically stay awake much longer, and now that he's eaten, he should be falling back to sleep. And it's so annoying because I went back into our room to go to sleep, and Ken walks in like a couple minutes later. Never had to even go in and check on him, like never had to do anything. He just fell asleep pretty much right away. So I was like, oh, of course, like the second I pass the monitor to you, he decides to pass out. But the whole 2.5 hours I'm sitting here awake, he's wide awake, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. So that was kind of funny. But then Ken got up with him this morning, which was nice because I needed a little bit more sleep. I don't even know how many hours I slept. Probably like 3 or 4, if that, honestly. All right, so now that y'all are caught up on how everything went last night, we are following taking care of baby's like sleep wake window kind of schedule as well. So he actually went down for his nap right on time, which worked out really well, obviously, because he was so tired since he got such little sleep last night. And if y'all saw yesterday's vlog, I talked about how we were trying to do nap training and sleep training at the same time with the other method that we were considering, but now that we switched over, we are just doing night training first and then nap training, you know, once the night situation is figured out, which should take like a week or two. So we're back to our regular like daytime routine, which involves like holding him or rocking him to sleep, and then potentially like a contact nap if I feel like it, or just transferring him to the crib and, you know, doing it that way, the way we have been doing it. And honestly, since last night was so wild, I'm totally feeling so much better about like breaking apart the nap training and the sleep training at night, because I just feel like that would be way too much on him and on us. So I'm hoping today we can continue the long naps. Did I just jinx it? And hopefully we get our 3rd nap today, but let's just pray for some long ones. We are about to grab out on breakfast, some turkey bacon, bagel, egg and cheese situation, because this mama needs some sustenance in her life. We're gonna do French fries with blue cheese.
That's right. Come on, baby. Oh, he's like, yep.
You want some grapes? You want to try some grapes? Good job. You're pretty good at that. Go ahead, give it a try.
What do you think, bud?
Num 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 num.
Is that happy?
Yeah, you like it? You like wiggling your feet. That can't be a bad sign. He's so good with this thing. I'm really impressed by it. They're cold. They're not frozen, but they are cold, so that's probably good too. Alright, I'm just putting myself on the internet like this. I stopped working out like probably 20 minutes ago, and my face is still like a tomato. It was a straight cardio workout. I honestly wasn't even planning on working out today, but it is so cold and windy that I don't think we can take Cole out on a walk. It's just not like, it's not rainy or anything, but it's just not really the best conditions. And like I can hear the wind, and obviously if it's super cold and windy, that's just gonna feel even colder. So I decided to do a little workout, and it just happened to be a cardio workout, which I was not prepared for because honestly this bra I'm wearing is like not supportive at all. I literally had to hold my chest like half of the time so they weren't just like all over the place. So yeah, I didn't prepare for that workout, but it was only 30 minutes. So I got it in, got it done. Cole went up for his second nap and went down fairly easily. Ken did that one. And he's already been crushing the naps today. Again, I don't know if we are attributing that to just the fact that like he's super extra tired from yesterday and like not sleeping overnight. But his first nap was almost an hour and a half. Which an hour and a half is like our ideal like nap length. I feel like an hour and a half obviously to like maybe 2 hours, but an hour and a half would be our dream come true. And this nap he's already on 50 minutes. All the naps yesterday and all the naps today are already double to triple what his usual nap length is. So, I mean, occasionally he would have like longer naps before, but like 94% of the time they were 30 to 40 minutes. So the fact that all of his naps are breaking like 40, 50, honestly, almost all of them are breaking an hour is pretty huge. And it's kind of nice, like when we put him down, knowing that we probably have a decent amount of time. Like typically I'm like kind of on edge during nap times because I'm like, what can I even start that I can finish? Or if I'm in the middle of something, like, is he about to wake up? Should I even like, you know, keep doing what I'm doing? Should I not get into it? That kind of thing. But it's actually really nice kind of knowing that we have like a decent amount of time to do whatever. The naps have been going really great so far. I mean, yesterday they were hard to get into, but today we're just doing our normal thing and they're still lasting nice and long. I'm very excited about that. We're probably gonna go run some errands and hopefully we'll get the third nap today. We need to get the third nap, so hoping that may or may not happen in the car or something. Then we're in for night number 2 tonight. I actually also just finished editing and re-uploading a video for a brand that I had to do, and it's like I really didn't expect to like get almost anything done today just because of how last night went and how tired I am. But I've actually gotten like a ton done, I think, because these naps are like of decent length. Like the fact that I got a workout in, I cleaned the inside and outside of both the washer and the dryer, got this video done and uploaded. So I'm honestly like, things are going kind of well. And considering how little I slept and everything, I'm feeling okay. All right, today we got some pears in the little pacifier feeder. You wanna try some pears? Here we go. Ooh, what do you think about that? Is that yummy? Good job. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, wrong side. Wrong side. There you go. Oh. Good job, honey. Is he good? Let's try again. Whoa. You like it? All right, we're about to do one of these little activities called the magic carpet ride, and like kind of pull him around and see how he likes it. Here we go, baby. Whoa! Look, it's in the workout for Dad and for you.
There you go, perfect.
Good job, Cooley. Oh, Sanky Boy wants to come with you. He said, hey, why don't I ever get a ride like this? Oh, hi. It says this is good to like help them like stabilize and just kind of figure out how to keep themselves balanced when they're kind of moving all over the place. Look at you go, bye, baby.
He's a big boy.
Whoa.
Sounds like you're about to spit up.
Uh-oh, baby. Don't you spit up mid-flight. That would be a problem. Don't you spit up mid-flight. That's not gonna work.
Well, oh, look at us. You are with
baby. I almost forgot to do an update for tonight because it was like crazy. This whole night so far is crazy because I did our normal routine. I fed him first and then did his diaper and like read to him and kind of like separated the eating and like the winding down, since he tends to try to fall asleep while he's eating, and he was doing that, but I kept him awake. But this is night 2, right? Obviously y'all have seen all this footage. I put him down at exactly 7 o'clock in the crib, walked out, and that was more or less it. He like kind of made a peep like 15 minutes later, like kind of started whining, but like didn't actually cry, and it lasted, you know, a couple seconds. And then by 20 minutes later, like 7:20, he was asleep. And he has stayed asleep. And it's almost 9 o'clock. He went down without a peep. I didn't have to pop in, I didn't have to check in, I didn't have to like do anything. He just went to sleep, which is crazy. And then he kind of started like wiggling around a little bit, but he kept sleeping. That's kind of crazy. I really don't know if I should like read into that or not, thinking like it worked already, or if he's just like super tired and it just kind of worked out that way. But we also like had specific wake windows that we were trying to hit before like each nap and before bedtime and stuff, and we hit basically all of them like right on the money. We kind of crushed it today, like kind of not like without meaning to, because obviously like this is a big deal right now, but it kind of just like happened and it wasn't like crazy difficult. That's kind of wild. I don't want to like get my hopes up and think that the whole night's gonna be easy peasy like that, but at the same time I'm kind of in shock, and we are feeling so proud of him. It was actually kind of hard for me to even know that he fell asleep because I laid him down facing like this way, and by the time he fell asleep he did a whole 180, like he was facing the completely opposite way, so I couldn't even see his face, and I kind of thought he was just laying there, but he was asleep, and I kind of couldn't believe my eyes because it happened so quickly and so like calmly and quietly. So I'm hoping that that is a good sign for the rest of the night. We're still gonna do 2 feeds tonight and everything, but
I was gonna ask you, how was it the first night sleeping without him being in the bassinet?
Well, I know, and I was actually thinking,
were you waking up constantly, like looking at the monitor? No. I thought I heard you.
No, I never woke up and looked at the monitor that I remember, but I kind of realized like this morning, because Ken got up with him like this morning to like actually go get him out of bed, and I don't even know if I really realized like that you were going to get him, you know, like I know you told me what time it was, but I was like, again, only like half awake, so I didn't realize I kind of like missed the opportunity to like go get him his first morning in his own room.
Yeah,
I didn't like really realize like that was a moment that was happening, and I kind of like missed it. But I mean, obviously I could do it tomorrow or something like that, but it kind of like totally passed me by, like, oh my gosh, this is his first morning waking up in there, and like the first morning ever just like going in and seeing him and being like, good morning, I haven't seen you because you are not 2 inches from my face.
Right.
How was it like when you did that? Like when you went and got him?
He was a little whiny. He was like on the verge of crying, like before I went in there.
Do you think he was confused?
No, he wasn't confused. He was just, I don't know, he just looked tired, sad, you know how he was.
Well, yeah, he's been a little out of it lately. Yeah.
But then he was like very happy as soon as I got him.
Yeah.
He was smiling and...
Aww. So I would like to try to get him up tomorrow morning. So if I'm like out of it or still sleeping or like not really putting 2 and 2 together.
Well, he's gonna sleep through the night tonight, so...
Ken's a little overly optimistic, which we appreciate, but at the same time, he's not very realistic. And I think it's because he wasn't the one that was up for 3 hours from 1:30 to 4:30 in the morning.
He made that up.
Yeah, exactly. So he's got that shift tonight, regardless, more or less. But look at this guy. He is just, I mean, he's all sprawled out, but he is totally out. So anyway, that's how tonight went. We are kind of like freaking out and so excited that even if like, you know, the rest of the night doesn't go well, the fact that like just this part, like that's what we have to take, right honey? Like even if the rest of the night is kind of like last night, this one incremental improvement, you know, is still a big deal. Yeah. So anyway, I will keep y'all posted, but so far so good for night 2.